And welcome back, everyone. It is the start of a brand new Naruto What If, and it is one that I have been asked for since the beginning of this channel's What If history. And that is, what if Naruto got the curse mark instead of Sasuke? Now, this comes to us from, and give me a minute because I want to credit everyone, and I always credit everyone. We have from Godkiller, Gizzy Fade, Volcanic Charge, Carlos Kelly, Dirk Nerd 14, Wade Wilson, Sachin Singh, Liam Anderson, Aki Kaven, High Crack, Ward Fish, Anari Akaska, Forbidden Super, Prince Barry, and Lee Collins. And I might be missing some people. I went through the entire book. There's a lot of suggestions in that book, people, so sometimes things just meld together. But that is everyone suggests this. Now, we know when this story is going to start. It has to start when Naruto is in the Team 7 are facing off against Orochimaru in the Forest of Death. We have to change how B is basically how the story starts in the sense of how is Naruto going to get the curse mark? Well, for Naruto to get the curse mark, it's actually a very simple thing. All we have to do is say that instead of basically getting knocked out completely when Orochimaru hit him with the seal, he's almost knocked out. His connection to the fox is kind of lost at the moment. Not truly lost. It's probably just kind of cut off temporarily. And he sees Sasuke struggling, and he summons every ounce of energy he can to stop Orochimaru from whatever he's doing. So when he sees Orochimaru about to do something, he just charges in, pushes Sasuke out of the way, and chomp. Orochimaru's like, damn it, no, not the fox brat. Naruto just, mouth open agape, drool coming out of his mouth, just kind of collapses. And then Sasuke actually finally is able to kind of snap out of the jutsu. He's like, Naruto! And then he maybe throws up fire style, just attacks Orochimaru again, who has to get out of the way. And Orochimaru can hear the Anbu coming, like, damn it, curses. This is not what I planned. And so we'll meet again, Sasuke. Don't you worry. And I'll see you in hell, fox brat. Because, as far as he knows, Naruto won't survive this. It's a very low survival rate for the Curse Mark of Heaven, which is, I believe, the one that Sasuke / now Naruto has. Kimimaro had the Curse Seal of Earth, if I'm not mistaken. They were equivalent of each other, however. So Naruto's there, and he's basically foobarred, and he likes Sasuke. He'll be knocked out for the time being. Well, the difference of scenarios here is that, technically speaking, everyone has an inner world, inner mindscape they could go to, but we don't see anyone but a Jinchuriki's inner mindscape most of the time. So Naruto, we can see go into his inner mindscape if he has to. But I think his connection to the fox is not severed, but kind of shut off a little bit, so I don't see that happening at the moment. We will get into that later on, though. But this now begs the question. How does the curse mark interact with Naruto versus Sasuke? First and foremost, yes, Naruto's going to live through this. I think we're all going to want him to live through this. I could just say, Naruto dies and the world goes to hell. The end. No, but Naruto will survive it. But how does it interact? So technically there was 5. Naruto dies, but that's not an option here. There's 4 ways I saw this. There's 4 options you basically have in this scenario. 1, the curse mark just interacts like the curse mark does. B, the fox outright destroys the curse mark. Like the fox chakra literally just destroys the curse mark. C, the curse mark and the fox's chakra blend together. I'm actually blanking on what the 4th one was. The curse mark, what was it? The curse mark overrides the fox's chakra. That was the 4th option. So right out the gate, option D was out. The curse mark is not more powerful, I don't think, than the fox's chakra. I just don't see that. Orochimaru is not more powerful than the Nine Tails. We see at least a little hint of how that interaction kind of goes with how he faced off against 3 and 4 Tails Naruto. They get that great shot of the fox staring down Orochimaru, at least the Orochimaru looking like he's staring at the fox. It roars, and Orochimaru has to brace. He's not necessarily afraid, but even Orochimaru, how did he continue that fight with the 4 Tails Naruto? It did. Orochimaru, if you really watch that fight, while he was holding his own, he wasn't winning that fight. Naruto was ultimately kind of pushing him back. And Orochimaru had to flee. Had that fight continued, and God forbid Naruto got into more higher tail forms, and Orochimaru almost certainly would have lost that fight. So Orochimaru's chakra is not more powerful than Kurama's. So option D is right out. I also though think option A is out. Because Orochimaru specifically wants Sasuke because he wanted to corrupt him, have his influence in place, all that, to have him come to him and eventually steal his body. Because there's an essence of Orochimaru in there. His chakra, even a little bit of his soul is in there, just a little bit. This is why he was able to be revived. But the difference is we've never seen a curse mark be placed on a Jinchuriki before. And Jinchurikis have an entirely separate presence that is a sentient mass of chakra, powerful chakra, that can easily either override or maybe even suppress the curse mark or other effects. So I don't think option 1 is out of there. Honestly, what I think we're going to see in this what if, and I know I'm taking a good chunk of time to explain it, but I think it's important, is a combination of B and C. I think with enough time, Kurama would probably erode the foreign chakra, or at least rid Orochimaru's influence out of there. Like the seal itself, or the mark, it's technically not a seal. The mark itself might still be there. It might still have some exit, like still do what the seal does, but Orochimaru's influence might be corrupted out of there enough time because Kurama's chakra would ultimately be stronger than Orochimaru's. I don't think there's any real question about that. The only human we know who has who's had a darker chakra than even like Kurama has been Madara, or stronger chakra like the Hagoromos or the Otsutskis. They're the only ones who really have chakra on a greater level. And the occasional, like a Hashirama or someone like that. There are humans who can match Tail Beasts, even as powerful as Kurama, but they are very far and few between. Orochimaru, while powerful and probably can match lower level Tail Beasts, is not on the same level as Kurama. So just getting that out of the way. But I think the problem is because how dark and sinister and powerful it's nature chakra. It's corrupted nature chakra, but it's creating nature chakra. I think Kurama would have to take his time to do so. Plus, the seal prevents him from using a lot of his chakra through Naruto. And Kurama probably doesn't even want to really help Naruto that much. So while he can do it, A, it would take time, even without the seal really in place. And B, Kurama doesn't really want to help Naruto out. So apart from maybe keeping some of Orochimaru's influence at bay, because he's like, yeah, no, I got enough room in here dealing with the brat when he comes to visit. I don't need to deal with a freaking snake. So he might, at very minimum, I think Kurama is going to keep the snake. Like, I think when Naruto goes into his mindscape, it takes the form of like this liquid black burning snake. It doesn't actually look like Orochimaru per se. And like Orochimaru, and it should be noted, Orochimaru is not inside Naruto's mind. It's a very small fragment of his soul that's in each of these curse marks, but it's still there. That's why, again, he was able to be revived. Ultimately, that's kind of how I see it. A play on part A and B and C, where, yes, Kurama in theory could destroy the curse mark, and later on maybe even mix some of that power with him. But right now, I think at best all he's doing is keeping the snake's chakra at bay, because I think as much as he doesn't like Naruto, he doesn't like the Orochimaru even. He likes Orochimaru even less. But that doesn't really matter unless Naruto has like the standard access to Kurama's chakra that he has. So, moving forward, back on track, we get to the actual story now. We're almost 10 minutes in. The Sound Four arrive at the tree. And it's like, bring us Sasuke. We want Sasuke. It's like, yeah, well, yeah, you want me? Here I am. Wait, you're awake. And wait, Lord Orochimaru should have what? What? Put that stupid mark on me? The one that bodied Naruto? Yeah, that's yeah. Sorry, but you have him to thank for that. As they see Naruto kind of just sitting there, it's like chakra coming off from the purple chakra right now. Remember, because of that seal on him, his chakra is a little. His chakra was already kind of shot, control was shot, but now it's like, and the cursed chakra is kind of slowly coming off him. But Sasuke and Sakura are kind of teams like, what? So be it. He was not our concern anyway. You are. You are. And so Sasuke and Sakura go and fight the Sound 3, the Sound Ninjas. And I don't think they really care about Naruto at this point. They don't. He's not their concern. Sasuke is. And Sasuke, being basically fresh and ready to fight now, having enough time to rest, maybe taking a soldier's pill just to be safe, he is giving them a legitimately hard time. He's able to avoid Zaku's attacks, which are very powerful but straightforward, and probably, knock him, maybe even break one arm, maybe dislocate an arm or something like that. Sakura is dealing with Keen, and Dosu is trying to take on Sasuke. Sasuke, thanks to the Sharingan, can see the sound chakra traveling through the sound waves, and is able to at least block one of his ears before he kind of hits the other ear, and his equilibrium is, he's on one knee. He's got one ear covered, so it's like, you think covering one ear would help? If you'd covered both ears, maybe it would have done something. But unfortunately, my jutsu's already inside. I'm already inside you, Sasuke. Get out, everybody! And it's like, no, yes, if you make a hand sign, you might be able to use a jutsu, but your concentration is shattered. It's shattered and unstable. You won't be able to use any jutsu. And then Rock Lee comes in, just boom, Sakura, Sasuke, I am here to help you out. Who are you? I am the handsome green beast of the Hidden Village. I am Rock Lee. And so Lee does his thing, is ultimately beaten by Dosu, and then you get Ino Shikachotro showing up, it not really doing much, and then ultimately Naruto does what they sense the chakra coming off of where the tree, and they see Naruto there wrapped in the curse mark seal. It's like Sasuke, Sakura, you guys okay? It's like, Naruto, what's going on? What's going on? These guys are bothering you? So he is the one who got the seal. He survived. No, this isn't right. And he just looks at him with the flames all over his face, like, so these are the guys that are causing you the problem. So these Sound Ninja are causing you problems. And he just disappears. All of a sudden, gut checks Dosu and does what Sasuke did. Just starts to get. Naruto is definitely getting on the cruel side. But unlike with Sasuke, their personalities are very different. I think he is able to stop himself. Like, wait, why am I enjoying this? Yeah, he hurt him, but so he doesn't quite break Zaku's arms. I think Sasuke dislocated an arm, and Zaku barely put it back in before Naruto kind of just puts him back into like that weird position lock and just nearly breaks it. But again, he's like, why am I liking this? Why am I liking this so much? And he kind of just stops himself. He's like, no, this is wrong. I think Naruto has at least enough sense of mind, at least right now, to be able to kind of put himself in check and not be like driven by like madness. And just, Naruto, please stop. He hears Sakura's voice. And unlike Sasuke, because he has feelings for Sakura in this, he hears Sakura's voice pleading and immediately kind of snaps him out of it as well. Just, Sakura, and just, he kind of like just boom, kicks Zaku back. And the curse mark recedes. He's like, Naruto, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But what was that? And he just kind of feels the mark on his neck. And it's just like, it's kind of red hot. Not red hot, but warm. Because it is described as like a burning feeling. It is described like a burning feeling. So, so what happened? And so I see. I see. We are not prepared to deal with this. And so he gives the scroll to them. They'll ultimately get their scroll and be good. But there's a conversation to be had about what happened. Naruto Sasuke and Sakura explain what happened, that he pushed him out of the way before Orochimaru was able to do whatever he did. And Orochimaru's attack meant for him went to Naruto. Whatever it was, put this seal on him. And I mean, he's powerful, but it was dark. It felt dark and sinister. Keep in mind that while Sasuke is motivated by revenge, and he probably does feel jealous about a level of power, he's also now doesn't have the seal. So that level of corruption and influence isn't as great. So he can, thanks to his Sharingan, he can see just how horrifying that chakra. Like, it's powerful, but it is ugly. It's disturbing. It's almost grotesque. And Sasuke doesn't like it. Like, yeah, I want to beat Itachi, but I don't want to turn. I'm not going to turn into a monster, because then I just turn into Itachi. In his head, Itachi is still a monster, obviously. So they go through the paces. Naruto obviously catches the fish. They ultimately do run into those Rainin. The difference here is that Sasuke, they actually quickly get through these guys because Sasuke doesn't have to worry about using his Sharingan. So he's just like, oh, yeah, none of these guys are real. This is some sort of weird using. I see, huh? And so, yeah, and so basically they, with the help of Kabuto and a little Naruto action, are able to ultimately get through them. And so they meet Iruka. Iruka congratulates them, but looks at Naruto and worries like, Naruto, before we begin, we should probably take you out. Now I was like, no way! I want to fight. I want to fight seriously. And Naruto, and surprisingly, Naruto is still pretty, in decent shape, all things considered. But he is also feeling the residual effects of the mark, which flares up a little bit now and then. But Naruto hasn't had to push himself to the extent that Sasuke has recently. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat here a little bit. So fortunately, they say fine, we'll wait till after your match, but only till after. And before anyone asks, no, there is nothing in this that changes the matchup. So Sasuke goes and beats the opponent. In fact, all the matches happen, they go the same. It's Naruto and Kiba's match that starts out first. And Kiba comes in, rushes, hits Naruto. Naruto and him start fighting, but Naruto starts to feel the curse, his influence start to take effect. He's like, no, it's taking place again. Like, what is that? And then all of a sudden, as Kiba and Nakamura come in, the curse mark is starting to flare a bit. And Naruto's just, just grabs them both as he's just getting in serious and hands. Like, what the? Just throws them against the wall. And they're both, but they're able to keep fighting. They both go like, what the hell? It's like, no. And Naruto is like, I said no! And then all of a sudden, Orochimaru's like, how could that brat make the curse mark recede? And it's like, I will not let this thing beat me. Shadow Clone, multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu! And all of a sudden, Naruto, like, determined and angry and putting that seal, because we saw Sasuke do it too, and Naruto's got just as much willpower, if not more. It's kind of his shtick. Just boom, and like at least 36 clones show up, and there's like almost 40 Narutos there, and it takes a big toll on Naruto because he's got to suppress the curse mark while using his own shitty chakra control right now, thanks to that other seal put on him. And yeah, Naruto is just pulling out all the stops right now, and everyone's like, he can make that many clones? Holy crap! All right, and there's like, Fang over Fang! And there, there's a lot of smoke. Naruto throws some smoke. Plus, crap. Kiba is trying to smell where he is, but there's so many Narutos at this point. It's like, where the hell is he? It's like, which was it? Damn it, they're all over the place. Ultimately, all the clones gang up on him and basically do what Sasuke did, just in a mass horde of them. And just boom, and smack both Akamaru and Kiba around until they both kind of like are knocked out. Naruto's there just, and that's that. And he just kind of goes to the floor. Damn it, all of this hurts. How is it not talentless little brats like that be able to resist the curse mark like that? I put the seal on him. It should cut off his connection to the fox immediately. His connection to the fox should be good. It can't be the fox's influence. That seal should be preventing him from accessing any of that chakra. And so is it good? And everyone's just like, Naruto, and he's, I'm okay, I'm good. And he's just kind of walking up. So Naruto, are you okay? And he was about to offer him the ointment. He's like, Naruto will be just fine, but I need to take him away for right now. Are you sure, Kakashi says? I'm good. Like, Naruto, we agreed. You were able to stay for your match. It was fine. Is it now you got to come with me. We're gonna help take care of this a little bit. All right, Kakashi Sensei. And so he goes and he does the sealing jutsu on him to help keep the keep the curse mark at bay. As Kakashi stated, the curse mark. And hold on, I'm just gonna pull up exactly what that seal was. Because he said the seal is only going to be as strong as your will. But I don't know if that's exactly how that seal. I mean, that might be what he said, but I want to just get an idea of. I want to get an idea of what exactly the jutsu actually, like the actual description of what the jutsu does. Let's see here, sealing jutsu. Come on. Where? Doesn't you're not giving me much to go off of here. Jeez. Let's see here. What is the jutsu that he used to actually seal the damn thing? It didn't say exactly what seal. I can't find exactly what seal he used. I got Kakashi's like page right up here with a list of all the jutsus he's ever used in the series, but it's not giving me the name of the jutsu he used to seal the curse mark with. Well, either way, I'm sure I'll find it at another point in time. Silently killing strong fist. Yeah, I'm just, there's no sealing technique. But anyway, regardless, he puts the seal on. And if it is true that it's derived from his will, and the only reason that it faltered is because Sasuke wanted the power, then Naruto, unless he feels he needs to access it appropriately, should be able to, ignore it indefinitely unless an extreme circumstance comes up, like maybe accessing the Fox's chakra helps override that seal and makes that seal more accessible. So ultimately, Naruto... Now, here's the big difference here, actually. Naruto doesn't see Hinata's match. And so, even though Neji's going to win that match regardless, he doesn't make the vow to avenge Hinata. That doesn't happen. He maybe finds out that Hinata lost her match to Neji, and it was very sad to hear that. She seems weird, but nice. But she also got beaten up pretty bad. However, I don't see it being as bad a beating here because Naruto's not there to continue to support her. One of the reasons she kept going as long as she did in that fight is because Naruto kept encouraging her to go forward. Hell, the reason she didn't even just peace out of the fight right there is because Naruto spoke up because Neji pissed him off. I think Hinata, maybe seeing Naruto in pain, maybe that's a motivator for her to keep going, try to do it for Naruto. I bet you could also make the argument that the next announcement for the next fight was made just as Naruto was leaving, so he knew Hinata and Neji were going to fight. Maybe that's it. You could make that argument. So he at least says, "Oh, you're up next, Hinata," as Hinata's going to try to offer, the ointment. Say, good luck. I'll see you in the finals. And maybe that gave her the encouragement to keep going forward longer than she should have. But that said, she still probably doesn't get the beating she got in the original because Naruto's just not there to ultimately keep encouraging her to go on. I think she just accepts her limits at one point, just can't keep going on. Either way, she still gets a pretty bad whooping. And she's still going to be hospitalized. Just it won't be as severe. So he hears about how Hinata lost and how I think he hears from the scuttlebutt from everyone around him about how A, he'll be fighting Neji, B, what happened in that fight, and maybe that just motivates him. He's like, that's not cool. She's a nice girl. She's a little weird and quiet, but she's nice. Why the hell would he say something like that? That's not cool. Now, Naruto, obviously, we know was in the hospital. And Sasuke is not in this case. So that's another thing. Kakashi is immediately going to train Sasuke, but he's got to find a teacher for Naruto, which will be Ebisu, at least initially. Add on to the fact that Naruto's still in the hospital. It's going to take him. He's going to lose some time on his training. Now, does Kabuto try to take out Naruto as he did Sasuke? Honestly, I don't see the real reason for it, except the fact that if he's able to suppress, maybe Kabuto rationale, maybe under orders, Orochimaru says to kill him. But Orochimaru also might think, I might not be able to take the body thanks to his body thanks to the fox, but to have a minion like him under my thumb would be very advantageous. So we'll keep an eye on him, Kabuto. And so eventually Naruto does get out of the hospital. We don't know how long it took Sasuke to get out of the hospital. We know he was basically in there the exact same day. It was probably only a few days. Naruto gets out. Kakashi has been training Sasuke, getting him a little earlier on there, or getting him in some training a little early on there. So he tells him that Ebisu's going to train him. What? But I want you to train me, Kakashi says. Unfortunately, I can't. I've already promised Sasuke I would train him. But Ebisu's, he's even a better teacher. He's like, this guy's a closet pervert. I showed him my sexy jutsu one time. Don't ever say that again. So yeah, sexy jutsu. And he still sees him as Foxman, but now he also sees him as a victim of not only is he the nine-tailed fox, but he's also now Cursed Snake's. I could say Cursed Snake's concubine just because it rolls off the tongue. Cursed Snake's puppet. But I promised Kakashi I would train you, and so they do the whole training with the they do the training with the water, and ultimately, yes, they run into Jiraiya. What are you trying to do? Get us caught? Should keep it down. And so Ebisu is floored, and Jiraiya is there. So that's where Naruto is going to end for right now. The curse mark is being a bit of a problem, but fortunately Naruto is our main character. He has a relatively different personality to Sasuke, and he is the main character, and willpower is kind of his bread and butter. So he should be able to keep the curse mark at bay naturally, unless, circumstances change, which they very well might change. Until then, though, we'll pick up on this next Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.